Hey everybody, this is Matt from End Sickness. Today I'm going to be talking about one of my favorite topics of all, slow deep breathing. Slow deep breathing has made a massive difference in my life. It helped me get back control of my thoughts, helped me overcome PTSD, helped me to really slow everything down in my life to get control again. In this video I'll talk about the science of deep breathing, what it actually does to your brain, what the studies show. I'll talk about my experiences with deep breathing and how with deep breathing and how it changed my life. I'll also discuss how I now implement it into my daily routine and have for years now. I'll talk about how to perform this slow deep breath that I keep referring to step by step, go over whatever questions that people typically have about it, and I'll emphasize simpler the better with this breathing thing. You don't want to overcomplicate something that's just natural and it flows through you. We'll talk about why you need to focus on your breath and your breath awareness throughout the day to be able to maintain calmness, maintain your healing journey, maintain progress, etc. And we'll talk about what to expect, how long you need to do it, the frequency you need to do it, etc. So let's start here. First of all, I'm not a medical doctor. This is for educational and informational purposes only. This is all based upon my experience. Just want to let everybody know that. So, science of deep breathing. What they've shown in studies is that by doing slow deep breathing, something called pranayamic breathing, over the course of 6 months, it reset the person's autonomic nervous system. Okay, and if you look up slow deep breathing studies, you'll see that study after study shows that slow deep breathing can produce a relaxation response to the human being, and what happens is when they take a slow deep breath, it tells their brain everything is safe, everything is okay now, and it starts to produce neurotransmitters and things to calm the body down. So when everybody says, hey, take a deep breath, they've been saying this for thousands of years for a reason. It's because when you take a slow deep breath, you feel better, right? So what if you were to do it over and over and over again for 30 minutes, as slow as you could, with healing frequencies to it, with other assisted meditation techniques? I mean, like I'll go into other videos, you'll see it's quite powerful. So my experiences with slow deep breathing. When I first got turned on to this, I got turned on by a guy who was actually a counselor that used meditation to help people overcome PTSD. He personally had an injury, he had a brain injury. He could not perform his music anymore because of it. He tried everything possible. He started to do this deep breathing technique and meditation. Within 2 weeks, he was able to go ahead and start playing music again. It was just a complete miracle. So I met this guy in person. He started to tell me about this deep breathing technique. I finally did it, bought into it, 40 minutes twice a day, did that for a matter of a week, and it was life-changing. It changed my whole perspective on everything. It made me be able it helped me slow down enough that I could finally gather my thoughts, and I was finally able to go ahead and feel like I was in control, and I wasn't just defensive against these invasive thoughts. And when triggers happened, they wouldn't be so intense. It wouldn't take me off in this major emotional burst like it would for days or hours or days. Now it was just minutes. So it really truly did make all the difference in my world when PTSD was controlling my life. This was something that made a big difference, and this is why I'm talking about it over and over again. So as you can see, I'm outside. I'm doing the best I can with my board here, but you're going to see a little movement, right? But this was completely life-changing to me, to the point where I do it now for an hour a day. Today I've done it for an hour and 20 minutes, and it's 1 p.m. So long story short, it's something I permanently do, and it's because it's helped me change as a person and helped me become the best version of myself. So that's why I continue to rep it over and over again in my videos. So how to perform this? So it's really simple. All you need to do is just take the slowest, deepest breath possible through your nose only. Close your mouth. Hold it at the top for a couple seconds. Breathe out through the nose. And if there's still air, keep breathing and breathing. Now, as you're breathing out, what you want to do is you keep repeating this over and over again. As you're breathing out, you want to go ahead and release the vision of stress. You're going to release stress coming out of your body through your legs, leaving into the air in the form of a mist or something, anything. But the concept of relieving stress, and this helps. Or you can envision the idea of energy flowing through your body as you're releasing this breath. But the idea is it's just simple. It's just a slow, deep breath through the nose, and do it as slowly as you can. Try to restrict the breath even, so it just goes as slow as possible. I mean, I sometimes get to a point where I do one breath, inhale and exhale, in 35, 40 seconds, just one breath. Now, it might take me 5-10 minutes to get there in my meditations or in my breathing, but when I'm able to get to 5-10 minutes, I can start those ultra slow deep breaths, much slower than I would ever get when I was sleeping. And it's telling me in my current reality in my brain that everything is safe, there's no threat present, everything is okay, no reason to be concerned, brain, no reason to be concerned. And the brain sends signals all over the body that everything is okay, calms the body down, not to mention all the increased oxygenation to the brain from the breath work, you know. So keep the breath simple, like I just said. It's just in and out slow, through the nose only, as slow as possible. Close your eyes. That's that simple. Give yourself 25 minutes or so doing it. Don't stop at 5 minutes, okay? Focus on the breath. When your mind starts to wander, it starts to think about something external in life. You got to do something. You're worried about something, or there's some fear that you're going over, or something you have to do 10 minutes later. Keep going back to the breath. Your goal is to keep focusing on the breath over and over again until you start to get to hone in on just the simplicity of the slow breathing in, out, and you're releasing energy, and you're focusing on the visualization and the breath only over and over and over again. Eventually you get better and better at this, and it allows you to become more and more present in your life. And when that happens, then you start to see the real benefits of the breathing. So what to expect? You know, if you do it 25 minutes, 30 minutes, twice a day, if you do that over the course of 7 days, it could completely change your life like it did for me. Even if you start with 20 minutes once a day and go there and gradually increase your way up to, you know, an hour a day. I'm telling you, it'll change the way that you react to all the situations in your life, and that's what life is. It's about how the mood you're going into the situation, and then how you react to it, and you can't control what you can't control, you know. So in the frequency, you should be doing this every day. You know, you should be doing it twice a day at the best. If you want to start at 10 minutes twice a day, that's great. But to be honest with you, you know, 25 minutes minimum twice a day is where you get the benefits. So to summarize, this has been life-changing for me. Hopefully this breaks down the breathing technique for you. It's just a slow, deep breath in and out through your nose, but you got to be able to enhance the effectiveness of this through visualization, through really detaching from everything and focusing specifically on the breath. So thanks for watching. Follow my page of hundreds more videos like this out here in nature, teaching you everything you need to know to heal yourself. Thanks, everybody.